coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalebriation Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
Hello? Hello? I have push to talk off. Can you guys hear me? I'm not drunk. I will message him and tell him I am not drunk. I am not drunk yet. We don't have a music bot because Thalmor, goodness, because YouTube killed them all. Okay, so I have my 375 milliliter bottle of Woodford Reserve. I turned off push to talk because I want you guys to hear the pop of the cork. So let me work to remove this this tape covering the cork. So let me go ahead here. It will take me a minute because I am incompetent in doing this with no help of any kind, no tools. This is not a tool-assisted speed run here of opening this woody. Okay, and then there's the piece of tape over it. Let me scratch you off here. All right, so if you intend on drinking with me tonight, and you haven't started yet, now is the time to get ready to start. So I'll wait a moment here. Oh. Let's see here. Did you hear that? Did you hear the pop? I don't know if you heard the pop or not. Nope. Well, okay, let me turn push to talk back on now. Actually, or can I just lower the sensitivity? It's not sensitive enough. All I heard was squeak, then pop. Okay, well, that was supposed to be what happened. So we have mission success. So, I'm gonna take my first drink here. Gosh, it smells good. Okay, so I'm going to try. It's a 375 milliliter bottle. I'm going to try to drink 175 milliliters. So not quite half. So, you may be asking yourself, Thalmor, who broke your heart? What did the girl say? And the answer is, the girl said nothing unless left on red, but that's besides the point. I'm doing the show tonight for two reasons. Number one is my friends that I played D&D with, I've started playing Magic with them every Friday. And when I play Magic with them, the first time, the host had some Jim Beam, and I drank it, and I got a little tipsy, and that was fun. And so I thought I would play with them again last Friday. So Thursday, I picked up this bottle of Woodford Reserve. I was bringing my own alcohol to play Friday. Plans fell through, and they got other plans for this Friday. So this alcohol was bought to be drunk, and on the occasion I was going to drink it, it's not happening. So this alcohol was bought to be used. I'm using it. Number two reason why I'm doing the show is Lysander did not do his show. He didn't feel like doing it Friday. He didn't feel like doing it Saturday. So Lysander Radio got canceled for this week. I might give him this Friday. So that's basically it. No show happened. I have alcohol to drink, so I thought I would do a drink show. Now let me have another sip. I have no plans for tonight. I have a few things I want to touch on. I will talk about some real life stuff, but there is basically no. I don't have an itinerary. This is going to be just completely off the cuff to anyone who wants to listen. So there you go. I'm probably going to
And
balance between politics and war stuff and real life stuff. It's all fun and dandy. Yes, you may begin smoking, whatever you're going to be doing. Alcoholics gang versus stoner gang. Yeah, and we have Zig here as the designated driver to make sure we all get home safely, right, Zig? That's right. So, um, what's my first topic? So, my drivers don't work good. So, there's a thread by Mindsum, and it is he updates it. It is a block treaty web. So he takes the treaty web and he will carve it out based on which block is which. And so let me actually pull it up because the most recent update is October 16th, and it paints a very clear image of politics. And I wish to discuss it some. So prepare for some intense, throbbing hard, put up wet politics and war takes on the state of politics and war, I guess. Now, where is it here? Here it is. All right. Hopefully, I can just link this into the chat. All right. So I posted in Thalma Radio chat. Oh shit. Well, yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. So here's the treaty web. It's very pretty. It's very nicely organized. You can see everything clearly. It's everything a treaty web should be. And so going clockwise, starting at the top with the perpetuals, we have the perpetuals, Midgard, TCW Spear, Hog, Ouroboros, Wayward, Withheld, Fighting Stark Spear, and Cambros. So the actual real spears, Perpetuals, Midgard, TCW Spear, Hog, Ouroboros, Wayward, Fighting Stark, and Withheld. So that is 8 distinct, politically relevant spears. I do not consider Cambros to be its own spear because to me, a spear is going to be separate entities brought together, whereas Cambros is Camelot and it's all of its tribute states basically. So a block is going to be like a clan. If my family is homies, like battle brothers with the family next door, that's a block. If my family lives in house 1 and house 2 next door is where my brother and his family lives, that's not really a block to me. That's just that's one entity. So I don't consider Cambros to be its own spear, but I will say this. Let me drink. Epi is a cool guy. Was it last year? When did Epi rise up and assume complete power in Camelot? It was last year, right? You had George and Fox or whoever. You had a bunch of people in Camelot, and Epi said, "This horse is mine now. The reins of power belong to me, and you will step aside." And they stepped aside. Okay, I forgot what the story was, that Epi lied to them or something, but they were not willing to fight for their power within Camelot. Epi was willing, so Epi took over. It was a Napoleon moment. It was a Julius Caesar crossing the Rubicon moment. And there was that comparison was made. I think I was the one who made it, and I think he made it himself. Napoleon, Julius Caesar. And what has the fruits of this been? The fruits of it has Camelot still exists. Camelot has they have some money. They have some ability to fight. and they are still growing in power. They have all these protectorates under them and stuff. There is Epi genuinely has his own empire. There is no argument against this. Okay, if you argue against what I'm saying, it is just a cope. Epi is an emperor, and he has done it by his own hands. And like he makes videos for the community, and like you have to give him. I give him credit. I give him credit. Okay. How many other and like you can show an Epi for like bad FA decisions or whatever? That's fair. There's a reason why he has no fucking allies. But I challenge anyone else to take over an alliance like he did, like he took over Camelot, to restructure it in his own image, to build a new government, and to assemble a collection of alliances under his wing. I challenge you to mimic his success. A lot of people probably can't. Or maybe they can and are unwilling to. But he struck it out. He did it. He did it. He edited in the charter, Epi can change his absolute king. Absolute king. Okay? Based. So, people want to show an Epi. I understand his politics, as in, like, and he probably hasn't been the best ally to his former allies. Again, there's a reason why Camelot's by themselves, but he has taken his situation and has driven it as far as he can. And I don't see I'm not aware of any structural issues within Camelot that would collapse it. Like, as far as I can tell, Camelot is stable. Camelot's just fine. It's not like Epi is not the king of a pile of shit. Like, even if he was, a king is still a king. But Epi's actually done it. He is a success story. And so there you go. All hell Epi. He's done it. Like I said, success story. So there you go. What else is there to do? Hawkside and Camelot. Would we accept Camelot? Probably not. I don't think we would. This is what I think Epi would have to, or maybe not necessarily Epi, but Camelot. This is what would have to happen. I am in charge of Hog. I'm actually not. But let's say that I was. Let's say that SRD had he's in the nursing home. He's lost his mind. Okay. Horsecock is on the run. He's wanted for weapons charges in Berlin. Okay. I don't have to. Guardian does whatever their allies want, so I don't know anything about Guardian. So Horsecock's gone. SRD is gone. I am now leader of Hog. Okay. Forget being Shadow Gov. I am Shadow Emperor of Hog. What would have to happen for me to accept Camelot into my whatever, my block here? What would have to happen is and post Hog in chat, by the way. Do I have that sticker? Do I have Hog? Yeah. Post Hogs. For Camelot to have to be accepted into Hog, Camelot would have to enter in as a protectorate with no other treaties. Okay, they can keep their. You know what? No, they can't even keep their protectorates. They can't even keep their protectorates. The protectorates have to merge into them, be dropped, or merge into the training alliance. I think they have a training alliance. They can't even keep the protectorates. All of that would have to be squared away somehow. And all of Camelot's FA would have to come through Hog, or a liaison within Hog. It would have to go through Vass. All of Camelot's FA would also have to go through Villainy Vass. Okay, that's the condition, because Epi, he runs his mouth sometimes. Okay, It's got him into trouble. That's the historic record as I see it. You know, great on the home front, maybe not so much in foreign. Camelot would have to be like a satellite for like 6 months, okay? And then like 3 more months after that on probation. But then after that, Camelot can be like a regular ally. That's what would have to happen. Because there are pluses. It is harsh terms. It is harsh terms. There are pluses to. I don't think Camelot has any money. I think they're relatively broke, but I think they can fight. They can fight, and Epi seems like really good when it comes to like internal stuff. So there are plus. If a leash could be put on them, I think Camelot would be a solid ally. But that's what it would have to take. That's what it would have to take. Would Epi ever accept these terms? No, he wouldn't. Because he's a Chad, because he's a king. But that's what it would have to be from my perspective if it was up to me. So there you go. Why am I being pinged? Where am I being pinged? Holy shit. Terminus S and Dark Brotherhood? What? Why am I being pinged in Terminus S? Open bot spam. Oh, I think it's just some retard doing everyone pings. Yeah, well, that's okay. That's because I'm sexy. Thank you. Can I play a relevant 16-second song? Go for it.
Let me be your hog. Let me be your hog now. I said, baby, 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 baby,
Hog is bass, by the way. I like Hog because I like Guardian, I like Grumpy, and I like Oblivion, so I like Hog. It is just it is. I really fuck. I liked Keithgog. Man, I still think Keithog was like the best. Knights Templar, Imperia, the Golden Horde, Oblivion, Guardian, Grumpy. Fucking killer lineup, okay? Like that is the A team. It does not get better than that. Then you had Hedge. Hedge was decent. And so now you have Hog. I think Hog is decent. Now, all we need to do is sign Kata and the Way. I don't know about the well. Actually, if we sign the Way is one of the successors to Imperia, if I remember correctly. Kata is good. Kata has this. Well, yeah, Kata has the same energy that I think the Golden Horde has. So, yeah, I would be happy with Kata. You know, Kata is over there with like the Syndicate and someone else. Who's the third wheel over there with Kata and Syndicate? Paradise, yeah. Like, yeah, we need Kata too. If we got Kata, then it's like it's over for these hoes. But Hog is good. I like Hog. There are some killer fucking people in Hog. You got fucking Ramona. You got Darkblade. You got Aki. You got Hide Dude. And of course fucking handed like just a lineup of killers, man. Just a fucking slaughter of bloodthirsty badasses. Like it's really cool. Kata added in would be a damn near table run though. No. That's not true, Professor. I've drunk in about a fifth of the bottle so far. I'm about halfway to where I want to be. So we'll see. Oh goodness, Zig says in response to my alcoholism. I think we got a decent chance to play Gargoyle. I don't know. I mean, I think Cat is happy where they are, but I wouldn't be opposed to them joining us. So, if you're not getting drunk on a Sunday night, you're not living. Well, I think you all were here when I explained at the beginning of the show why I'm drinking and doing the show. I bought alcohol to be used with friends, and I can hang out with my friends. I could hang out with them last Friday, I can hang out with them next Friday. So I bought this small bottle of alcohol to be used. I'm using it, and I'm doing a show to make up for listening to not doing a show. So those are two reasons why I'm doing this drunk show. Um, Alcohol is for drawing out the voices. I don't. Drinking for me is a fun thing. I like well, except for the last time I did a drunk show. That time I did drink. It was over a girl. I will admit. I will admit. I was. I was being a cuck. I was being a simp. But like whenever I drink, it's for fun. I'm drinking because I'm happy. I'm drinking because I want an enjoyable experience to be better. Like I don't depress drink. Um, but like me doing the show tonight is supposed to be a fun thing. Like me doing the show, this drunk show was supposed to be fun. So Keegal shut down the Kaya GGO rumors. I didn't know about that, but I don't know anything. Happy drunk is the best. I'm a happy drunk. Some people are angry drunks. Some are happy drunks. I'm a happy drunk. I think I explained. Did I explain this on the last drunk show? I don't remember. But what I like about being tipsy is I'm still my normal self, just like less like I don't know. I don't know what it is. If I have some latent anxiety or whatever it is, but when I'm a little bit tipsy, my full personality comes out, and it's the form of myself that I'm most comfortable with, that I'm most happy with. So it's like I need to like, what do I need to do, guys? Because when I'm a little tipsy, that's when I'm on top of my game. So how do I bring out this part of me so that it's my default state? Do I have to do what Gohan did and consult with the Elder Kai and have him perform a ritual on me so that my latent potential is brought out? Like, how do I do it? Not actually top of your game, you just feel better about it. Well, how can I feel better about it on my default state then? Because again, I'm not downing bottles left and right. Like I've had about 2 shots so far. That's not like that's not a lot of alcohol. I don't think. Is 2 shots of bourbon a lot of alcohol? I actually don't know. 90.4 proof. I guess it's a decent amount. Zig says, I've probably drunk more than you, then. Zig is drinking too? Actually, he might not be drinking. He might be referring to in the past. Vass is joining in. Have Bud Lights and edibles. Oh, fuck, buddy. At 9.4 proof, that ain't enough alcohol. What's Knob Creek? Knob Creek is like 120. Like, I had a sip of Knob Creek and it kicked my ass. Knob Creek is up there. And I like Knob Creek ain't too bad. Oh no. Let's go Stone Gang. Based kills Bob, bringing the facts and truth. I don't drink, it's bad for you. He's right, actually. He's actually really right. Like, I have to see, I bought a 375 milliliter bottle for 2 reasons. One was I had to buy some other stuff at a different store, so I wanted to make sure I didn't run out of money. But the second reason was because like I'm happy with the smaller bottle because like I have alcoholics in the family. I probably have the alcoholic gene. I don't want to be an alcoholic. Like I want to control my drinking. And so let me I took 3 sips there. I'm ready to get fucking going. So let me have one more sip. I'm gonna have one more sip right now, and I'm gonna put it up. So give me like 30 seconds.
Quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack.
Dreams didn't make.
Okay, I'm here. Hi. Drinking it clean? Yes. I am not a drinker. I don't really drink that much. Like once a month, I have a couple drinks. That's basically it for me. That might, yeah. That's about it. Once a month, I'll have a few drinks. That's how it's been lately. And so, like, I don't put it with ice. I don't
Dragon's dead.
mix it with anything. I drink it straight. That's just how I do it. And so, hold on, I'm fiddling with something on my desk here. And so, like, that's not the way to do it. Apparently, you're supposed to like, or people will mix it with soda, or they'll put it on the rocks, with ice or something. I don't do that. So I just drink it straight. I drink it straight at room temperature. That's how I like it. I like the taste. The taste is good. Yeah. Mix bleach and soda. Hillbilly says, "You demand." Thank you, Hillbilly. My friend last night compared me to Norm Macdonald, and that was like the highest compliment someone outside my family has ever paid me. 8:31 p.m. Okay, so I talked about Epi and how he's a Sigma Chad. What I talked a bit, I gushed over GG. See, this is just proof I'm a happy drunk. What do I do when I'm drunk? I immediately talk about things that I like. So what else can I talk about? Us. So like the Hand of Fate's awesome, and if you disagree, you're probably just stupid. But there's something else about Hand of Fate you guys need to know about, and that is that we broke the game recently, and so what happened was I don't know how they fucking some people in our alliance started putting like equations into the box, like when you go to buy tanks, putting like formulas into it instead of just numbers, like equations, notation. They started putting like mathematical notation into it. They were fucking around, and they were able to like break stuff. So let me see if I can find an image of it, because they were able to buy. Yeah, here we go. So look at these images I'm uploading, because it's funny. Is it uploading? I think so. Is it on Thalma Radio? It is. So this should pop up. So the first image says you successfully manufactured 0 tanks at a cost of $6 and 0.05 steel. And the second one says you successfully manufactured 1 tank at a cost of 3060 and 0.25 steel. So we reported that, not me, but others in Hand of Fate, we reported that to Village, and apparently they fixed it. And apparently there's another glitch to how like apparently you could disband alliance banks that there's only one person in. I don't even know how that one works, but they also reported that one. So let it be fucking known on the record on this day, the Lord's Day, October 23rd, 2022, Hand of Fate did the right actually we did it yesterday, October 22nd, 2022. We broke shit and we reported it because we care. We care. And there you go. There was also a recent glitch where you could get 3,000 achievements for looking at a nation that has 3,000 days. What? What kind of glitch is that? The 3,000 achievement for looking at a nation 3,000 days old? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, fucking Papinko! Papinko was the one talking when these glitches happened. He could like share the full story. The other glitch Harry found was that you clicked on a leave alliance link for random one alliance. It would delete their alliance and give you the bank. That's funny. But yeah, we reported it because it's really fucky lucky. And it's not like we could even use the exploits ourselves because we just get banned. So we reported it because we're good people. And there you go. The game's code is all fucked up. Like, and Village does his best. I like Village. Village seems good. He seems to do his best. There you go. Guys, I am baffled. I've drunk 3 shots of alcohol. So, like, I got pretty tipsy when I did the last drunk show. The most tipsy I've got was like 2-3 weeks ago when I drank like a third of Jim Beam at my friend's house. So I've drunk half of a 375 milliliter bottle, but I don't think I feel that tipsy. Actually, it's starting to hit me now. I don't know. That's okay. I'm a little tipsy, but I'm also maybe I'm getting used to the feeling. This is how much of a recruit that I am when it comes to alcohol drinking and getting drunk. Like, I don't know. It takes 15 minutes. Okay, so we'll see how I feel at 8:45 then. But I also like took sips. It's a little numb, I think. But I've also took sips throughout the show instead of when I was with my friends. I drunk that third of Jim Beam within like 10 minutes, whereas it's been more over the case of like 25 minutes tonight. So it's also expensive. I also ate like a big 6-inch Subway sandwich. Not a Subway sandwich, a sandwich I made here using similar ingredients. Um, and that was a big meal actually. It's like 30 grams of protein and like 800 calories. So, but like I don't have a full stomach, but I don't have an empty stomach. So, did you use bread or I used bread? And by the way, I might as well clear this up now in case anyone is wondering. Subway Woman went to college. I have her Instagram, but she's like an hour away. Subway Girl, last I knew, works at a coffee shop, but I've never seen her. Like I never went there, and I've never seen her. So that's how that story arc has resolved. For those who are curious, go after Subway Woman. I'm interested. Actually, there's this really cute girl at Sonic, and I see her from time to time, and we have good rapport with each other. I think she likes me. I'm gonna ask for a number next time I see her. Go after Subway Man. I'm actually friends with Subway Man. I go to his house to play Dungeons and Dragons. You should never chase women down on the subway. New York City is increasing policing. Graduate from Subway to Sonic. I get the same thing at Sonic every time. I get a large blue raspberry slushy. It's really good. Um. Oh yeah, I told you guys. I don't know if it was the drunk stream or what. I did reveal that like I'm a 24-year-old kissless virgin. My problem is that I'm not around a lot of women, and so it's like the solution I finally discovered is I just need to go out more, and that's what I've been doing. So there you go. And Killsbop immediately left at the revelation of this information. I don't blame him. I would leave too. Um, but that's okay because there you go. Darkblade says it's okay that when I was that's off the and Darkblade, you said the same thing when I said the same thing weeks ago. We are on the same wavelength. We are truly brothers in a pod here. Great minds think alike, indeed. Um, gosh, it's 8:40 already. I can't believe it's been 40 minutes. Don't live in the pod. That might be a great transition to talk about gay real life politics. Shit, what should I talk about? I don't know. I'm worried about nuclear war. Let's talk about nuclear war because that's like the thing. There's nothing about the Taliban won in Afghanistan. That's all there is to talk about. They won. It's over. This is the black pill episode. I'm not black pilled, but I am worried about war, especially nuclear war, because like, how long will we wait? I'm not black pilled. I kind of used to be. I'm not. I'm kind of not anymore. Um, I'm just not black pilled. I mean, like, maybe the country will go to shit and become more third world, but like the bad shit will come when it comes. I'm just going to navigate my life the best I can. And like when I have children and great grandchildren, I will guide them and support them the best I can as we navigate through life. Like it's not over till it's over. So there we go. He's not blackpilled because he's racist. So I'm scared about nuclear war. Scared's a strong word. I am weary. I am weary at the prospect of nuclear war because the situation is. This is my assessment of things as a complete retard on the internet. I think the American empire, for whatever reason, likely malevolent, it has its grasp on Ukraine. Russia does not submit to DC like almost everyone else does. So therefore, Russia is a fucky wucky threat. Let's put hypersonic missiles in Ukraine to bomb Moscow. Russia said, I don't want NATO on my doorstep because they'll just kill me. So Russia invades. Russia shouldn't have invaded. Okay, they shouldn't have. War's bad, but I feel like, well, feel is also like a womanly word. Like, I consciously think that NATO provoked Russia by giving Ukraine weapons, by overthrowing the government in 2014. Like, hold on. Phone call!
Tell me the duck story.
Bum bum bum, ba-dum ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?" The man said, "No, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass?" The duck said, "I'll pass." Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?" The man said, "No, like I said yesterday, we just sell lemonade, okay? Why not give it a try?" The duck said, "Goodbye." Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bum 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 bum.
Okay, that was Mama Thalmore. She's making burgers. She also have I want any. I do want any. I do want some. I will eat them. I will eat the burgers. I will put the meat in my mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it here. Hot, delicious meat is being served. I am on the front line of that engagement, ready to go. You know it's true. What was I talking about? War. So, like, I think America's evil. I think that our government is ran like the story I go to is with the Syrian Civil War. You had the CIA training one militia, you had the Pentagon training another militia, and both of those militias were fighting each other. And I use this as an example to show just how splintered like the government is so large that it's not unified. And I don't mean like Republican Democrat. I mean the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing, and like you have career middle managers in these agencies trying to advance their career, and this creates a pathway of action and multiple directions from multiple sources. And so like I have no faith in like the government to do anything right. I only have faith in the United States federal government to like act against my interests and be evil. That's the only thing I'm confident in. And so my assessment, like everything that I see from the American government is that like they're just going to be evil. Like they're willing to go to war over Taiwan against China, even though I don't know how. I guess Taiwan produces some computer parts that are important for the US, but except for that, I don't know. I don't know how me as a Kentuckian living in the countryside am how my interests are furthered by America going to war against China over Taiwan. I don't know. Maybe it's the chips. Maybe it's the chips, the computer chips. I especially don't know how my interests are furthered by this Ukraine stuff. Like, and so what's happened is I don't see the United States backing down. I don't think the United States will back down because to back down is to lose. And I think that they don't want to admit defeat. They were willing to let go of Afghanistan, it seems, but they weren't willing to lose. They don't want to lose Ukraine. Russia, I don't think will back down either because I think to the Russians, they're in like this is like the fight. Like Russia feels like they're back into a corner, and that this is the fight of their lives. So I don't see how either side are going to back down unless like they both talk it out and make serious concessions to each other, which I think could happen. But like there is a non-zero chance of a nuclear explosion happening. That's how I see it. So it's pretty crazy. I think you feel the US government is skewed because you're stuck with Kentucky government. I think the Kentucky government is actually fine. That the Pulaski conflict happened. That is deep lore, Zig. That is some deep lore. The Pulaski conflict. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not the machines. The Pulaski conflict happens. Oh fuck! I love you, Zig. You've been an excellent internet friend. I want you to know that. An excellent helper to the Thalmoria project. So yeah, I'm worried about war because like things keep escalating. Like Russia formally annexed those 4 Ukrainian provinces, and you have the U.S. media running articles about how like, well, a little nuclear war would actually be survivable and is worth it if it's to preserve democracy. And it's like, what the fuck? You know, like if you became a shadow person smeared on a cement wall somewhere, would you still think nuclear war was worth it to what preserve like trans story hours in Kiev? Like I don't know. Like I don't know about that. Do I want to say this? Yeah, I guess I will. Like, if a nuke, like, and the fucking IRS, like, the IRS have provisions to keep existing and performing their job in the event of like the apocalypse. Like, Fallout New Vegas could happen, and you could be searching the wasteland for like bagged chips with your like rusty hunting rifle fighting off mutants, and like the IRS would still want your 1080. And it's like Like the people who helped get into this mess still want you to give them their money, and it's like, well, I don't know. I would just shoot the IRS guy. I would blow his head off if a nuclear war happened and he wanted his taxes. I would just kill him. I'm going to go to jail someday because of what I say on this show. I just know it. I've spoken of this before. It's like the way my life is actually like. There's a lot about my life that I don't share with you guys, and it's like I might have to delete the archive someday because I don't know. I don't know. I don't say anything too crazy. Like I don't drop slurs, and I don't talk about like I don't drop anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. So I'm not that crazy. But like the idea has crossed my mind that it might be worth it to delete the archive someday. So, but that might be a whiles off still. Thalmor's Bunny Smelty. I don't think I talk like an Australian. The IRS, the Enclave. They literally are. The Enclave is the continuation of the federal government. I never played Fallout 4. The story seems crazy. I love New Vegas, and I really like Fallout 3, but I've never played 4. I'll probably play 5, though. Fallout 4 is Fallout 3. I don't think that makes sense, actually. Instead of switching your dad, you should for your son. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 seems to have like focused less on role playing and story building and focused more on like the action, which seems to be its problem. Fallout 3 and New Vegas seem to be more like actual RPGs, whereas 4 is like pew 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 pew. Okay, I talked about that. Is there any real life stuff I want to talk about besides the war? Guys, Alex Jones. I want to talk about Alex Jones. So actually, if we're talking about Alex Jones, let me talk to Theresa May. So Liz Truss got fucked and the UK is collapsing. So Liz Truss was prime minister for 1,080 hours, and that's interesting. The shortest lived prime minister in UK history. Yeah. And so, like, 1080 cringed. I think that Happy says I have more hours in Team Fortress 2 than she's prime minister. Yeah, like that's a meme I saw online. Was that like check your Steam and see if you have any games for longer than 1,080 hours? Because if you do, that means that you've played that game longer than Liz Truss was prime minister, and that is pretty crazy. Victoria 3 Sleeping Bomb. I don't think I'll play Victoria 3. I think I'll wait a year or 2 or 3 or 10 before Victoria 3 because Paradox games are really buggy and shitty when they first come out. Alex Jones. So Alex Jones got sued on the basis that he said that the Sandy Hook parents were lying. And for people who don't know anything about what I'm talking about, like normal people actually, because I'm like insane and I follow this stuff. The Sandy Hook massacre was a school shooting in which a guy, possibly influenced by the CIA, went into an elementary school and killed a whole classroom plus the teachers before I think killing himself. And Alex Jones said, I actually don't know what he said. To the best of my knowledge, I didn't follow the trials. I didn't do any research, but I'm under the impression he didn't actually say that much. Crisis actors. Alex Jones said it was weird that one of the parents who lost their children laughed after an interview, and like there were some. Like I said, I've done like little research into what was actually said. I'm under the impression it was like a few comments here and there. Like over the course of years, it was like 7 minutes worth of comments over the years. that implied, or I guess maybe stated that the Sandy Hook parents were like crisis actors or something. And what happened is that this happened 2012. There was no lawsuit until I think 2016 or 2018. Good night, Professor. There was no lawsuit until years after the statements were said. There was no trial. Alex Jones did not go to trial. What happened was the court asked for like all these documents. Alex Jones turned over all these documents. He sat for all these depositions, and then the judge defaulted on him. See, with civil stuff, criminal stuff always has to go to trial or be pled out. Civil stuff, it's possible for a judge to make a ruling on the case based on what's in front of him. So, like, if it's a slam dunk case and someone fucked up, the judge can say, you know what, you're guilty. Let's have a jury figure out the damages. Like, it's possible for a civil case to resolve without a trial. The judge in all of the defamation cases against Alex Jones ruled against him. There was no trial. There was only these trials that are going on over Alex Jones are for damages, not like what he had, not the merits of the case, just damages. And the most recent one in Connecticut, Alex Jones, the jury came back and said that he has to pay $1 billion, basically. I think that would get reduced because number one, I think there might be some state laws on it, but number two, there's appeals. I think Alex Jones might try to appeal it. It might be successful. Because from what I understand of these damages trials with Alex Jones is that there's a lot of bullshit happening. It recently came out that the Sandy Hook parents had originally asked for $2.75 trillion, which is pretty actually, honestly, I think $1 billion is too much for Alex Jones, but that's just me. Grave says, I like to look at probability of guilt need for conviction in criminal cases. Well, it's not conviction with civil cases. Finding of responsibility. Thank you, Grave, for clarifying. Yeah, you're not guilty in a civil case. Different stuff. But yeah, like Alex Jones did not have his day in court over what he said, and then they want him to pay $1 billion for like a couple statements that got said over the course of years. That's my understanding. I could be wrong, but like I don't know, that doesn't seem right. His lawyer did. His lawyer did leak his text messages on the accident, and the opposing counsel used them in court, which I think is another boo-boo. There's an attorney named Robert Barnes who I follow, and he's done a lot of appearances talking about the case. This is the truth as I understand it. Alex Jones seems to have been like railroaded through the system and is being treated unfairly. Like the biggest thing to me is that they did not have a trial on the merits of the case. The judge defaulted him. And all of these damages trials that's been happening in Texas and Connecticut, like from my understanding, the judge is also like severely limited what Alex Jones could say in his defense. Like it seems like it's all bullshit. A big part of it was his followers harassing and threatening his families. They should take that up with the people doing the harassing and threatening. After Patrick says Alex Jones refused to cooperate. So this is where we get into a he said, she said thing, because that is the narrative after Patrick. I've also heard that Alex Jones has submitted lots of discovery. Like Alex Jones was sitting for dispositions after the judge defaulted on him, which like never happens because why do disposition after like the case is over with? What I have been told, what I have heard is that Alex Jones complied completely with everything. So I don't know, like, who knows what the truth is? I haven't done the full research, I guess. I personally like Alex Jones. I listened to his Joe Rogan appearances and stuff. It seems like he's usually like proven right as time goes on. So, maybe I'm stupid and ignorant, but I kind of dig him. And like I listen to what he says on like appearances on other people's shows. He seems pretty right to me. And so I don't know what he said on the Scene Hook appearance, but it seems like to me that he didn't do what they're saying he did. That's my position. So I don't know. Give Legal Eagle. I don't like Legal Eagle. I don't like him. This is the attorneys that I follow. Those are the attorneys that I follow for a lot of stuff. If you think Legal Eagle is based, you will think that those four are like way more based. There was a day in which I wanted to be an attorney, and that's no longer true. But I still have maintained and kept my amateur interest in law. You will love Bruce Rivers, Zig, and you will also, I think, like Nick Rekieta, but especially Bruce. Bruce Rivers represents like street gang members, and he will react to rap videos and talk about how stupid they are for flashing guns and money. You will like him. I promise you will. Watch one video. I promise you will like a Bruce Rivers video. Okay, so that's real life stuff. What else is there? I don't think anything happened. The Commonwealth is apparently collapsing. Let's talk about politics some more. So apparently the Commonwealth is collapsing. Blicky Bruce, fuck yeah, no May. I am so happy there's another Bruce Rivers watcher here. That's fucking awesome. So apparently the Commonwealth is collapsing. They're bleeding members, and Eclipse wants them to merge into them, and like shit's all fucked in the Commonwealth, and they're stagnant, and like I just feel bad for it. This is my position on the Commonwealth crisis. I feel bad for Jarek because he seems like a decent guy, and it seems like everything's on fire, and it seems like he's trying to pull the shit by himself. I feel bad for Jarek. Number two, if Eclipse really is trying to get the Commonwealth to merge into them, like fuck Eclipse anyways, because Rose Eclipse is kind of like silly and stupid. But like Rose Eclipse with the Commonwealth, like I don't know. I just don't appreciate this attempt to like hoard all of these like high city nations. Like Rose Eclipse already dominates the upper tier. This got proven in the last fucking war because they were able to just completely smash GGO with one hand tied behind their back, and it's like they're clearly in it. They're doing politics. Rose Eclipse is doing politics. I don't want to equate them to MPO, but the danger of trying to get all of these high city nations together is that it will force everyone else who is high city to also bring together to confront them, and then that path, if it is treaded along long enough, will take us away from multipolarity and bring us to bipolarity, which I think should be avoided at all costs. Because I look at the treaty web that Mindsum posted. Do I still have it here? I do. I love this treaty web and how you can move it around. I love having fucking 8 mini spears. I love that like you have Camelot and all these neutral alliances. I love this. I want this to stay how it is. And Rose Eclipse threatens that, and I think they're silly. Okay, I have my eye closed to concentrate. What are people saying? Bruce Rivers, he's a criminal lawyer. And it's going to react to all the Snell snitching. That's the only thing. That's the only other line I can remember from the opening. Jerick is. I like Jerick. Jerick seems fine. I think Jerick is older too. Jerick is the old boomer trying to keep everything together. You think they'd take me if I applied for the FA, but they probably would. He plans on leaking everything if TCW merges going to him doing Ziki. He should. Why not? It's going to be an on-air merger. Just FYI, all I can say, have fun with it. Lysander, are you still here? Are you in chat? I want to talk to you for a minute. The merger will put a nice target on their back. They already, well, Dark Blade, I think they already have a big target on their back because they're the strongest block by far. But oh boy, Thowley is proper drunk who wants to be unmuted to say their piece. I hope it goes nuclear. What else do I want to say? The same issues Celestial had with their way in 5P merger. Eclipse wouldn't take everyone. They sold out of people. Okay. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Is Lysander here? He's not. I wish he was. My hope or idea is that my hope. Fuck. I am drunk. I can't think. Okay. So, I'm basically done with the show. I'm ready. My burgers will be done soon. That my mom is making me, who I love so dearly. So I think I might be done with the show here soon. But what I want to say is that I'm gonna give 5 hot takes. Okay, I will. Court. Thalmoria v. Icandor is happening Friday. I don't think anything will change that. So be aware for that. So be aware for that. That's happening. My second thing is I think this Friday will be Lysander Radio to make up for him not doing the show last Friday. And because I'm talking about some stuff, I want to talk about Friday tonight. So this next Friday will probably be Lysander Radio and not Thalmor Radio. So keep that in mind. 5 random politics and more hot takes. Oh gosh, I gotta balance this. I don't want to be too spicy. I think fuck. I don't know. I don't want to be too spicy. It's the problem. I'm sorry, Vess. I can't do it. If I'm too spicy, I would say too much. If I'm not spicy enough, it would be boring and disingenuous. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I know what I'll do. Zig, play the theme, and then in the corner the theme is done. I will get the spicy hot takes. I will do it off record. Okay, play the theme. Let's end the show officially.
Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
Okay,